Mia, can I ask you something?
Of course. What's on your mind?
Do you translate everything in your head when you speak English?
Not anymore. Why?
Because I do. And I don't mean difficult words. I mean everything. Every question, every answer, every conversation.
Wow. I think a lot of people listening know exactly what you mean.
I honestly thought that was just how everyone learned a language.
I think almost every English learner starts that way. The problem is, most people don't realize they're doing it.
I definitely didn't. Not until a few days ago.
What happened?
I was talking to someone in English. Nothing complicated, just a casual conversation. Then they asked me, "What did you do yesterday?"
That's a pretty simple question.
Exactly. And that's why it bothered me so much.
Why?
Because I already knew the answer. I had lunch with some friends. That was it.
So, what was the problem?
My answer was ready, but my brain wasn't.
What do you mean?
First, I translated the question into Portuguese. Then I thought about my answer in Portuguese. Then I translated my answer back into English. Then I checked the grammar. Then I changed a couple of words. And then I checked everything one more time.
All that just to say you had lunch with some friends?
Exactly.
That sounds exhausting.
It is. And the strange part is, I don't even notice I'm doing it anymore.
It's become automatic.
Exactly. It's like my brain thinks translation is part of speaking English.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Favorite drink?
Coffee.
That was fast.
Yeah.
Did you translate pizza?
No.
Did you translate coffee?
No.
Interesting.
Wait. I never thought about that before.
That's because some English words are already connected directly to the idea.
So maybe I don't actually translate everything.
I don't think you do.
Then why does it feel like I do?
Let me ask you something else. What language is your phone in?
English?
Since when?
About a year. Everybody online kept saying, "Change your phone to English," so I finally did.
And how did that go?
Honestly, the first week was terrible.
Really?
I couldn't find anything. I wanted to change the brightness. No idea where it was. Then I wanted to turn on the flashlight. Same problem.
Did you ever think about switching it back?
More than once.
But you didn't.
No. Mostly because I was too lazy to change everything again.
That might have been one of your best decisions.
I think so too. Because now I don't even notice words like settings, battery, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. They're just there.
Exactly. You're not translating those words anymore,
You're right. I just see the button and I know what it does.
which means your brain isn't connecting those words to Portuguese anymore.
It's connecting them directly to the action.
Exactly.
Huh. I've never thought about it that way.
Maybe that's why speaking sometimes feels so difficult.
Why?
Because some words are connected to real life, but entire conversations are still connected to Portuguese.
That's actually a really interesting thought.
And I have a feeling we're just getting started.
You know what I keep thinking about?
What?
You said those words just became buttons,
Yeah,
which means your brain isn't treating them like vocabulary anymore.
that's actually a weird thought. Why?
Because I've always believed I was translating everything. Now I'm realizing that's not really true.
Exactly. And I think there's another example.
Oh?
When was the last time you watched a movie in English?
Last weekend.
Did you enjoy it?
I did. Actually, something funny happened.
Tell me.
About halfway through the movie, I completely forgot it was in English.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking about the language anymore. I was just following the story.
That's happened to me too.
Then, when the movie ended, I suddenly thought, wait, I've been watching this for almost 2 hours.
That's such a strange feeling.
It really is.
So why do you think that happened?
I don't know. Maybe because I wasn't trying to learn English.
That's interesting.
I wasn't paying attention to the words. I was paying attention to the people, the story, the jokes.
Exactly. Your attention was somewhere else.
Which is funny because during conversations, my attention is always on my English.
Not on the conversation itself.
Exactly. I'm listening, but at the same time, I'm thinking, is this the right tense? Should I say this another way?
You're editing while you're speaking.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
When was the last time you translated, how are you?
No.
Good morning?
No.
See you later.
Nope.
Why not?
I guess because they're complete expressions.
Exactly. You didn't memorize individual words. You learned the whole idea.
That's true. I've never stopped to think, how are you? It's just, how are you?
One single piece.
Like one word.
Exactly.
That's interesting. Maybe that's why conversations feel difficult.
Why?
Because I'm trying to build every sentence from zero.
That's a lot of work.
It is. And I do it every single time.
Can I tell you something that happened to me?
Of course.
A few months ago, I started doing something really strange.
Now I'm curious.
I started talking to myself.
That sounds slightly worrying.
I knew you were going to say that.
I couldn't resist.
It wasn't long conversations, just little moments during the day.
Like what?
Making coffee, looking for my phone, leaving the house, cooking dinner.
And what would you say?
Simple things. I need my keys, I'm making coffee. I forgot my phone. Nothing complicated.
Did it feel weird?
Extremely. The first few days, I felt ridiculous.
I think I would too.
But then something changed.
What happened?
The sentences became faster. I wasn't translating anymore. They just appeared.
That's exactly what happened when I answered that video out loud.
See? You've already experienced it.
I never connected those two things.
Most people don't.
So, maybe thinking in English isn't something you suddenly achieve.
I don't think so either.
Maybe it happens one little moment at a time.
I like that.
Me too. Actually, I think we should test this.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Tomorrow, I'm going to spend the whole day paying attention to one thing.
Which is...
Every time I catch myself translating, I'm going to stop for a second and see if there's another way.
I have a feeling tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day.
You know what?
Tell me.
I didn't realize how often I translate until I actually started paying attention.
More than you expected?
And less than I expected.
That's an interesting answer.
I know. I thought I was translating every sentence. Turns out, it depends on what I'm doing.
Give me an example.
This morning, I walked into the kitchen, I looked at the coffee maker, and immediately thought, I need coffee.
In English?
Yeah, it wasn't planned. It just happened.
Did you notice it right away?
No, I only realized it a few seconds later.
That's exactly what happened with your movie story.
You're right. What happened next? I opened the fridge and thought, we need milk. Again, in English.
Interesting.
Then I grabbed some bread, made breakfast, and sat down. Everything felt completely natural.
So when did the translation come back?
The moment I checked my phone.
Really?
Yeah, I had a message from a friend asking if I wanted to have dinner later.
And?
Before replying, I started translating everything again
Why do you think that happened?
because I wanted to answer correctly.
Not naturally.
Exactly. Suddenly, I wasn't having a conversation anymore. I was taking a test.
That's a huge difference.
It really is.
Did anything else happen during the day?
Actually, yes. I lost my keys again.
Again?
Let's not focus on that part.
Fair enough.
I was walking around the house saying, where are my keys? I left them somewhere. Maybe they're in my backpack.
In English?
Yeah,
Without translating?
without translating.
Why do you think that was easier?
Because I wasn't trying to practice English. I was trying to find my keys.
Exactly.
English was helping me. It wasn't the goal.
I think that's a really important difference.
You know what surprised me the most?
What?
The more distracted I was, the more naturally English appeared.
That's fascinating.
But the moment I thought, okay, now I have to think in English, everything slowed down again.
Almost like you were putting your brain under pressure.
That's exactly how it felt.
Can I tell you what I think is happening?
Please.
I don't think your brain likes being watched.
What do you mean?
Think about walking.
Okay,
You don't think about every step. You just walk.
true.
You don't think about every movement.
You just walk.
But imagine someone asked you to explain every movement while you're walking.
I'd probably walk like a robot.
Exactly. Sometimes thinking too much gets in the way of something you already know how to do.
That's a really good comparison.
I think the same thing happens with English.
So maybe I need to stop watching every word I say.
Maybe. Or maybe you just need to trust yourself a little more.
I have a feeling that's easier said than done.
I agree. But I also think you're much closer than you were yesterday.
You know, something else happened yesterday.
Really?
Yeah, and I almost didn't notice it.
Tell me.
I was driving home from work, nothing special, just the usual traffic.
Sounds exciting already.
I know, not exactly a Hollywood story.
Go on.
I was sitting at a red light, listening to music, completely relaxed. Then the song finished, and without thinking, I started talking to myself.
In English?
Yeah,
What did you say?
honestly, nothing important. I looked outside and said, "It's a beautiful day."
That's nice.
Then I saw someone walking a huge dog, so I said, "That dog looks tired."
Sounds perfectly natural.
That's what surprised me. I wasn't trying to practice English. I wasn't searching for words. The sentences just appeared.
And when did they stop appearing?
The moment I noticed I was speaking English,
Really?
immediately, my brain went, "Wait, we're speaking English." And suddenly, everything slowed down.
That's actually fascinating.
It's almost like the moment I started paying attention, I got in my own way.
I think we've all done that.
Have you?
Absolutely. I remember walking through a supermarket one day.
In Brazil?
Yeah, I wasn't studying, I was just buying groceries.
Okay,
And I caught myself thinking, I need eggs, I need bread. Oh, coffee's on sale.
that's funny.
The funny part is, I didn't plan any of it.
It just happened.
Exactly.
Maybe that's why it worked.
I think so, because your attention was on shopping, not on English.
That keeps happening.
It does.
Whenever life becomes more important than English, my English gets better.
That's a powerful sentence.
It feels true.
You know what I think?
What?
I spend years trying to study English, but very little time actually living in English.
What's the difference?
Studying English means asking, what's the correct word? Living in English means asking, what's for dinner?
I like that.
Both questions happen in English, but only one feels real.
So maybe the goal isn't to think about English more.
Go on.
Maybe the goal is to use English while thinking about life.
Exactly.
That's a completely different way of looking at it.
It is.
And honestly, I think that's the first time this whole idea has actually made sense to me.
Then let's try one last experiment.
Another one?
Just a simple one.
I'm listening. Actually, before you tell me, I think I already know what you're going to say.
Oh, really?
I have a feeling you're going to tell me that translating isn't really the problem.
You're getting closer.
Am I?
Definitely.
Okay, then tell me.
Let me ask you something first.
Go ahead.
So, how do you feel after all these little experiments?
Honestly, relieved.
Really?
Yeah. A few days ago, I thought translating everything meant I wasn't making progress.
And now?
Now, I think it means my brain is still building new connections.
I like that.
Me too, because it feels a lot less frustrating.
Did you notice anything else?
Actually, yes. I stopped getting angry at myself.
That's a big change.
Every time I caught myself translating, I used to think, come on, you should be better than this.
I think a lot of learners say that to themselves
Probably. But this time, I just noticed it and kept going.
without judging yourself.
Exactly.
Do you think that helped?
More than I expected. Because once I stopped fighting my brain, it actually became easier to speak.
That's interesting.
It's almost like the more relaxed I was, the faster English appeared.
That doesn't surprise me at all,
Why not?
because that's how we learned our first language. Nobody stopped a 5-year-old every 5 seconds to say, that sentence wasn't perfect.
That's true.
We learned by using the language, not by waiting until we were ready.
I think that's exactly what I've been doing.
Waiting?
Waiting to feel ready, waiting to know more words, waiting to make fewer mistakes, waiting to feel confident.
And while you were waiting, life kept moving.
Yeah,
So what's your plan now?
I don't think I'm going to try to stop translating anymore.
No?
No, I think I'm just going to notice when it happens and spend more time living in English.
What does that look like?
Watching movies, talking to myself, keeping my phone in English, reading a little every day. Nothing complicated. Just giving my brain more chances to connect English with real life.
I think that's a much better goal than trying to sound perfect.
Me too.
You know, there's something we've never said on this podcast.
What's that?
Maybe thinking in English isn't the goal.
Really?
Maybe living in English is.
Wow, I like that even more.
Because when English becomes part of your day, thinking in English starts happening by itself,
Slowly,
naturally.
without forcing it.
Exactly.
I think that's something I'll remember for a long time.
Me too.
And if you're listening, don't worry if you still translate sometimes.
Every English learner does.
The important thing is to keep creating new connections.
One conversation,
One movie,
one book.
one ordinary day at a time.
Before we finish, let's tell everyone what we're talking about next week.
Next week, we're answering another question that almost every English learner has asked at some point.
Why can I understand English?
but still struggle to speak.
That's going to be a fun conversation.
If you enjoyed spending time with us today, don't forget to follow the podcast.
And if this episode reminded you of someone who's learning English, share it with them.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
We really appreciate you being here.
Take care.
And remember, don't wait for perfect English.
Live a little more in English every day. See you next time.
Bye.